Thank you.
Oh, blimey.
Yes, forward, yeah. Okay. I know that's okay. I'd like to start. Alison.
Was the new stadium a factor in the performance? I don't know, really. I mean, I thought it was always going to be a tough game. Tottenham away from home with the quality they have, and they're such a good footballing team. It's never going to be easy. The pitch was outstandingly good, but it was maybe a little bit slippery, and I think one or two of our players once or twice found that a little bit harder to deal with than maybe they'd expected. But the game really was to some extent what we'd prepared for. We knew that Tottenham would be flying tonight and showing their very, very best side, and I thought we defended very resolutely throughout the first half and in the start of the second half, and had we maybe been able to keep that resolute defence going and that clean sheet for another 5 or 10 minutes and not concede the goal from the deflection, who knows, maybe we'd have grown into the game like we did at the end anyway. But by that time, of course, we were fighting to come back on terms rather than fighting to get the goal which would put our noses in front.
Any other questions?
Oh, it's outstanding. It's fantastic, isn't it? I mean, I can understand why there has been so much hype around it and how much excitement and exhilaration from the Tottenham side. They must be extremely proud to have created a stadium like this for their team to perform in. And I would think that Maurizio, when he comes in, will be saying how pleased he is with the team's performance as well, because the quality of their passing and movement was excellent throughout, and they asked lots and lots of questions of us. And the only positive I can take from that, of course, is that we answered them pretty well for the best part. But it was always going to be difficult, because when teams are having that much possession in your half of the field, balls are going to fall their way. They are going to bounce kindly sometimes in their favour. That's part and parcel, really, of having the lion's share of possession. And that's exactly what happened. The goal was a deflection, but it was a deflection which followed on from very many good blocks and good clearances from our back four and one or two good saves from the goalkeeper. Yeah, I thought that if we'd have just kept that a little bit longer to 0-0, and maybe the 1-0 had come, if it was going to come 10 or 15 minutes later, I think maybe in the last 15 or 20 minutes they would have had a little bit more concern for some of our attacking moves and the chances and half chances. Lloris made two very good saves, one from Van Aanholt and one from Wilf Zaha, and Christian Benteke almost scored with a header. So I think they'd have been worrying a little bit at 1-0, but at 2-0, I suppose that margin gave them some comfort, and it's obviously been a fantastic evening for them. I think we played our part. There was certainly no surrender. We certainly didn't come here to lay down or to make life easy for them. But at the end of the day, we have to accept that given the way they played and given the way that they deserved, I suppose, to win the game, we can only hold our hand up and congratulate them on starting off on the right foot in this wonderful new stadium.
Okay. Just one here.
Good news for you today is obviously Cardiff lost, the gap's still 8 points there. How many more points do you think?
I don't know how many more we need, but the fact is, as you saw today, that there was no lack of effort on our side, no lack of desire, no lack of working and trying very, very hard, even at times when we were under the cosh somewhat, because their passing and their movement was very good. And we're going to have to do that again in the next 6 games, because we need points. We want to climb higher up the table anyway, and I certainly don't want to spend the next 6 games at press conferences defending defeats and then being told don't worry because the teams around you lost. That's not what I want to do. I want to make certain we stay in the league by our own efforts and not by dint of the fact that other teams around us are not doing very well either.
Okay, that's it. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Leave it there.
Thanks.